Imagine spending over $100,000 on speakers, only to bring them home and hear muddy bass, harsh highs, and a soundstage that completely disappears. That sounds impossible, right? But in high-end audio, it happens more often than people admit, because even the most expensive speaker in the world cannot defeat a bad room. Today, we're looking at 6 ultra-high-end speakers that reveal the truth. Your room may matter more than your gear. Let's begin. The YG Acoustics Sonja 3.2 is a serious loudspeaker built for serious listeners. At over $90,000, this is not a casual purchase. It is precision audio engineering shaped into a luxury object, heavy, refined, and designed to reveal every tiny detail hidden inside a recording. And in the right room, it can sound breathtaking. Bass is tight and controlled. The mid-range is transparent. Highs are clean, open, and deeply revealing. These speakers can create a soundstage that feels precise, organized, and almost three-dimensional. But here is the problem. A speaker this accurate does not forgive the room. If the space has hard walls, glass surfaces, poor placement, or bass buildup, the Sonja 3.2 will not hide it. It may actually expose it. Suddenly, that expensive clarity can turn into brightness. That deep bass can become uneven. That beautiful imaging can collapse into confusion. And that is where many buyers get shocked. They expect a $90,000 speaker to solve everything. But speakers do not perform in isolation. They perform inside a space. The YG Sonja 3.2 can be amazing, but without the right room, even amazing can sound wrong. The Estelon Extreme looks less like a normal loudspeaker and more like something from a luxury art gallery. At over $260,000, it is not just audio equipment. It is sculpture, engineering, and status shaped into one dramatic object. Its flowing design feels futuristic, elegant, and almost unreal. When installed properly, the Estelon Extreme can deliver a huge, immersive, high-end experience. The sound can feel spacious, powerful, smooth, and beautifully layered. Vocals float, instruments breathe, bass reaches deep with real authority. But here is the uncomfortable truth. A speaker this ambitious needs the right room. Place it too close to walls and the bass can become thick and overwhelming. Add too much glass or marble and the highs may turn sharp. Sit too close and the scale can feel unnatural instead of grand. That is why expensive speakers disappoint some people. Not because the speaker is bad, but because the room is not ready. The Estelon Extreme demands space, patience, setup, and acoustic understanding. Without that, luxury cannot cancel physics. Not even at this price point. The focal Grande Utopia EM Evo is one of the most dramatic loudspeakers in modern high-end audio. It is massive, powerful, visually unforgettable, and priced at a level most people only dream about. At over $280,000, this is a speaker built to dominate a room, physically and sonically. When everything is right, the performance can be spectacular. The bass can hit with scale and authority. The mid-range can feel open and expressive. The highs can deliver sparkle, detail, and energy. It can make music feel huge, cinematic, and alive, but that same energy can become dangerous in the wrong room. A speaker this revealing and powerful does not gently blend into poor acoustics. It interacts with everything: walls, ceiling, floor, furniture, windows, and listening position. If the room is reflective, the treble can feel aggressive. If the bass is uncontrolled, low frequencies can overpower the music. And suddenly, the dream system becomes tiring. This is the part nobody wants to admit. Spending more does not remove the need for setup. The focal Grande Utopia EM Evo can be extraordinary, but only when the room is worthy of the speaker. The Gryphon Trident II is built like a statement from another world. It looks bold, dark, muscular, and unmistakably high-end. At over $130,000, it is made for listeners who want authority, drama, and full-range performance without compromise. In the right room, this speaker can sound enormous. Bass has weight and depth. The mid-range feels powerful and present. Highs remain detailed, clean, and controlled. The whole presentation can feel intense, physical, and deeply immersive. But speakers like the Trident II expose one of high-end audio's biggest problems: too much speaker for the room. A large speaker with serious bass energy needs space, distance from walls, careful positioning, and a room that can handle pressure. Put it in a small or untreated room, and the bass may dominate everything. Detail disappears, balance suffers. the room starts shaking more than the music starts breathing. That is when owners blame cables, amplifiers, or recordings. But often the real problem is the space. The Gryphon Trident II is not the villain. Great speakers need great environments in any serious system. Without that, power becomes punishment. The Magico M6 is one of those speakers that represents extreme precision. At over $170,000, it is built for listeners who want control, low distortion, serious engineering, and brutal honesty. This is not a speaker designed to romanticize every recording. It is designed to show what is truly there. In a properly treated room, that can be incredible. Bass sounds fast, tight, and disciplined. The mid-range feels transparent, focused, and highly resolved. Highs reveal layers of detail that smaller or softer speakers often miss. The M6 can make music feel clean, powerful, and deeply organized. But here is the catch. A speaker this revealing will also reveal the room. Echo, standing waves, uneven bass, poor symmetry, and bad placement will not disappear. They may become even more obvious. That expensive transparency can become ruthless. Bad recordings sound bad. Bad setup sounds bad. A bad room sounds very bad. The Magico M6 can deliver world-class sound, but only when the entire system is ready for that level of honesty and truth. The McIntosh XRT2.1K wins because it perfectly proves the main point of this video. This is a massive, unforgettable loudspeaker from one of the most iconic names in hi-fi. At over $140,000, it delivers scale, prestige, and visual drama immediately. You do not just place this speaker in a room, you build the room around it. And when installed properly, the XRT 2.1K can sound huge, effortless, and deeply impressive. It can fill large spaces with authority. It can deliver powerful dynamics, wide presentation, and that luxurious McIntosh sense of musical presence. But here is the truth. A speaker this large does not politely adapt to every home. It needs space, it needs control, it needs careful positioning and serious acoustic planning. Put it in the wrong room and the sound can become overwhelming. Bass can build up, imaging can blur, reflections can smear the detail, and suddenly a speaker that costs more than many houses does not sound magical, it sounds trapped. That is why the XRT 2.1K wins. Not because it is bad, but because it exposes the biggest mistake in hi-fi. People buy speakers for the room they dream of, not the room they actually have, and physics always wins. Expensive speakers can be extraordinary, but they are not miracle machines. They cannot erase bad placement, ignore hard walls, or fix bass problems by themselves. In fact, the better the speaker, the more clearly it reveals weaknesses around it. That is why room acoustics matters so much. Positioning, listening distance, treatment, furniture, and room size can change sound dramatically. Before spending six figures, understand the space first. The best speaker is not always the most expensive one. It is the one that works beautifully in your room. Have you heard expensive speakers sound bad? Comment, like, and subscribe for more.